Now, here's a pretty fascinating story that you may or may not have heard just yet. Now, if you guys didn't know, Joe Biden actually held this virtual fundraiser in which the cost to attend to this virtual fundraiser was $2,800. So, obviously, that's an insane amount of money that no normal person can afford. But we got a report here. It says news. Joe Biden told donors tonight that he has spoken to Bernie Sanders to inform him he was starting the vetting process for VP, saying he wanted to give him advance notice and not appear, quote, presumptuous. It's the first time Biden has acknowledged privately speaking with Bernie. And then it continues saying, it's a quote from Biden saying, "We're competitors. He's a friend. I don't want him to think I'm being presumptuous, but you have to start now deciding who you're going to have background checks done on as potential vice presidential candidates." Now, crucial for a couple of reasons. Okay, one of them, I've explained to you from reports. There were reports that have explained that basically because you and I have been like, "Holy smokes, Bernie, why are you going so soft on Joe Biden? Why won't you go harder on Joe Biden? Why do you keep saying that Joe's a good friend of yours?" I don't remember him saying that about Hillary in 2016. I don't remember. Even then, he was too nice on Hillary for sure. He touted, "Oh, we're the only campaign not to run negative ads," as if that's a good thing. It's not. But, he didn't preface everything saying Hillary's my friend. The reason for that is because Bernie and Biden differed in their relationship from Bernie and Hillary. Bernie and Hillary hated each other's guts. Now, Hillary hated Bernie more than Bernie hated Hillary, but trust me, the hate to some level was mutual, okay? They both hated each other. Now, this is totally different. Bernie Sanders doesn't hate Joe Biden. They're actually kind of buddies. So they're actually both people who, they were buddies, and Bernie basically said that he likes Biden personally because they were friends prior to Bernie Sanders being in the mainstream. They were buddies before then. Bernie didn't hit the mainstream until 2015. Prior to 2015, only political junkies, serious political junkies at that, knew who Bernie Sanders was. I think his first, really sort of famous moment, I think, was like a filibuster he delivered in 2013 or something like that. So prior to 2013, virtually nobody knew who he was at all. And that's a crucial piece. So if you're trying to understand, why he's so nice to Biden and just the interesting relationship that exists between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, there's the explanation for you on that one. Now, another interesting piece about this, obviously, of course, it's atypical for a candidate to announce their vice president prior to becoming the nominee, right? So Hillary chose Tim Kaine later on, basically at the convention after she was nominated. Around that time that she was nominated, I forget exactly when he was picked actually, but that's typical. Now, as I've said before, if Joe Biden picks Bernie Sanders as vice president, I will happily vote for that ticket. I will actually be avid in my support for that ticket. I will campaign and phone bank and all that stuff for that ticket, because I think that having someone like Bernie Sanders as vice president would be crazy because vice presidents have a lot of power. Okay, they don't have a lot of delegated power according to the Constitution, but obviously he's second in line, and Joe Biden has rapidly deteriorating health. And you've also got the 25th Amendment. But also, most importantly, the president can only do so many things, and so they end up delegating power for certain things to be in charge of to the VP. So Joe Biden talks about that a lot. He talks about how Obama gave him the power to basically focus on something like, remember when he fired that Ukrainian prosecutor or whatever it was, who he said was corrupt, and he got him fired? That's because Obama gave him the green light to basically deal with those matters. And so also you guys know Dick Cheney's influence in the George W. Bush administration. They have a lot of influence for sure. So this is also the first time that he's publicly said that he and Bernie have spoken privately. So that's definitely another sign as well. Just I don't know, you can kind of take that how you will, I guess, but I don't know, it seems like tensions are kind of cooling a little bit, I guess, and I think the race is sort of coming to an end. But again, man, if he picks Biden, or if he picks Bernie, if Biden picks Bernie, I will vote for that ticket. I will campaign for that ticket, all that kind of stuff. But if you just choose another centrist, I mean, that's sort of the nail in the coffin for the campaign. Not really going to be able to win with two centrists. But yeah, so interesting stuff going on. Some stuff going on in private, eh?